G'day all, welcome back. We're back with Master of Tracks once again, and today I want to discuss what is going on with the Thomas distribution and stock in Australia, and basically to cover what is happening. It's insane how little the amount of stock that comes to our country is anymore, and this is going to be me speaking from the heart. In this video, I don't have any scripts, nothing like that, and it has been a while since I've uploaded the video. Just life, life's got in the way and had a lot on in the last 6 months or so, and I've really been striving to get back into this, which I'm going to be doing now, and doing my best to try and stick with some sort of schedule, even if it means one video a week, one video a fortnight, and see how we go. So back on to the topic of this video, the reason I'm doing this video in particular is in the last few months I've been looking for a bit of easy content to get out to you all, just to say I'm still here, I'm still going to be processing and making content. But the toy hunt videos I've been attempting, I go into stores and I barely find a thing, especially in my immediate area within half an hour of me, when I'm going out shopping or whatnot. And it always discourages me, and I just don't end up uploading anything because I'm like, well, there's nothing to show. It's going to be like a 50-second video in terms of stock. Now, the reason I'm going through this now and actually uploading this video is because I went out today to a place about an hour away from myself, a hobby store, which I thought would be a great opportunity to see what Thomas stock they had there while I was looking for some Lego that I was chasing from that store. And the Thomas stock was extremely minimal, very disappointing, not compared to what it used to be like when I was a kid, when you had Thomas Wooden and Tommy Thomas just absolutely rocking the shelves back then, and it really disappointing. And as we go through this video, I'm going to have some clips go over of what I saw today, in terms of the stock levels that I saw today, and you'll understand what it is that I was looking at. The big things I've noticed in the last 6 months, especially trying to go out and at least look at Thomas stock and try and get some content for the channel. The big thing I've noticed is Thomas Wooden. Today was the first time I had seen Thomas Wooden in 6 months in Australia. Maybe at a local Toymate store I had seen it previously, but I don't think I've seen it since probably I was looking about 6 months ago beforehand. That's a big thing, which is the Thomas Wooden stuff now. It actually looks really good, and that's what I saw today, and I really liked the look of it. Not something I would buy myself. It's too expensive in terms of per engine, but it looks great. Really detailed, really well done, and I'm disappointed that isn't distributed to Big W, Kmart, Target, even Casey's Toys. You don't get it at any of those major retailers that are big for toys here in Australia. You don't get Thomas Wooden here at all in those stores. The only things that those stores carry, and you know what? Target and Kmart, I believe, have pulled out of stocking Thomas altogether, which is extremely disappointing. I know Big W still has some stock of the All Engines Go motorized, but not a huge amount anymore. And those are our major retailers where Tommy Thomas used to be sold when I was growing up, and was a good seller. I know going to look for engines as a kid, I do remember the shelves being pretty stock full, but a lot of times you go there and it was empty because people bought the engines. They sold out. And then obviously most disappointing of all, I'd say, is Toys R Us not being in Australia anymore. They had the best Thomas range probably up until 2016 when they closed. They had a massive, massive Thomas range, and I'll never forget as a kid, Tommy Thomas on the shelves, those beautiful engine packs, you know the ones I'm talking about. I'll put them on the screen. You know those. They were the best things to see when you went into a toy shop as a kid. You got an engine for like $30. I think it was 30 Australian with trucks. Both trucks, realistic to the show. Phenomenal. and we don't get that anymore, and it's really disappointing. The one big thing I wish we got, and I did a haul video when I first got back into this channel last year, maybe late 2023. I did a haul video of a big haul that I bought from Japan just to get back into Tomy purchasing, brand new Tomy purchasing from Japan, and I did a big like $600 purchase of every motorized Thomas engine they had that was realistic, still to the original show. And they were great. They fantastic quality, just like I remember. Maybe a bit more plasticky, but still looked awesome, and can't complain about them in the slightest. Why don't we get those in Australia? I don't know. I don't understand why we don't get that stock in Australia. It just doesn't make sense to myself as to why our stores do not want to partake in purchasing. Not even the hobby store I was in today had any idea what they were. Didn't have a clue. I asked them the question just to see if they maybe had stock. Did not have a clue what it was, and that was very disheartening to hear. And keep in mind, this hobby store stocks model trains galore, always has. They did used to, when I was younger, as well, stock Thomas, so it's not like they haven't had the brand before, and I believe they still had some other Tomy products that weren't motorized. And look, I know what a lot of people will say, just buy it online, it's fine, it's available, you can get it good, like Japan's not that bad with shipping. But I'd love to see it in store. I really would love to see that stock in our stores. And it's just so disappointing that it's not there anymore. And even for the kids, like this is what Thomas is for. Obviously, it's a children's TV show. This is what it's for. But even they only have access to All Engines Go, and I'm sure many of them have seen the original Thomas on YouTube, because it's not impossible to find. It's all over when you search Thomas. Most of the things you'll see are original Thomas, original model Thomas, and going into CGI, early CGI Thomas. So I'm sure kids up to probably the age of 8, 9 have seen that stuff and would love more realistic engines based on those times. And I'm not a kid today, so I can't comment if that's factual, but that's how I feel. I really do feel like they would love that as an option, at least, even against All Engines Go. But I guess the flip side of that is, if they put that stock on the shelves, it's probably gonna take over from the All Engines Go sales, which is probably what they want. Fisher Price is probably what they want, and it's just very, I understand the business side of that as well. It still doesn't take away from how disappointing it is, especially the wood. The Thomas wood should be all over the shelves, should be in Kmart, should be in Big W, should be in Target. They don't want to touch it. And to be honest, that hobby store had next to nothing left. You saw the clips, one of each item of the engines, and then a few track packs, and then one Tidmus sheds left, and that was it. So it's obviously sold. There's obviously been sales. I mean, all their Lego products had multiple copies of each set. It's not like they're only going to get one in of each item. There's going to be at least a case, which is probably 6. I'm not sure what it is for wood. And it obviously moves. It probably, I would say it would, even at that price it is. I believe it was like $30 for the Percy, probably like $40 for the Kenji. It's quite expensive, which is why I won't touch it, because I can go on eBay and buy Tomy engine trucks for $30, $40. I'd rather do that than buy the wood stuff. But all power to people who do, because it looks awesome. It really does. So I just wanted to bring this video and put it out there that I am still around. I'm still here. I just had a lot going on. I have tried to make content. I really have. It's just I've been getting disheartened by the stock. I haven't had the opportunity to make any of my custom sets. I don't have the particular room at the moment to do that, but that's something I will get back into in the future. But just have to give it some time. And I appreciate you all sticking with. I really appreciate you all still watching the videos. Like, they still get lots of views, and that's awesome. I'm really glad you're all enjoying it. And I wish you all the best to everyone. And I will chat with you soon. Take it easy.